Yeah, it's crypto blood. Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12. Invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just blood too. Bad motherfucker, but in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYBZ on the mic coming through the mist talking crypto.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gents, we're doing it live, and I got a special guest coming in today. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another My Two Trades show, ladies and gents. That's right. I got my Bitcoin green Detroit hat on, and we're ready to rock and roll. I was thinking about this earlier today because I saw some commentary about people asking, was this a short squeeze? And we're going to go through that possibility because I went back and looked at the charts, and the price action was a little inorganic for sure on the way up. But we're going to have that conversation today, and we're going to ask the guest that I have on today his opinion about that and get his analysis on everything as well. We're going to take a look at the numbers that came in today from we had ADP non-farm, which came in hot, which is interesting. I don't know how they're going to justify lowering interest rates with that type of information. GDP as well came in, but that did not come in hot. And we also had advanced GDP price index coming in today. Hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this, crypto related, political. We're doing pop culture. We're doing all types of stuff on the channel now, baby. It's the Red Nugent, baby. I'm Red Nugent. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in our guest, another brother from the D, FDY, baby. Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Well, I can't complain, man. How you feeling?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for coming on last minute. I know you got to run, so we're going to try to get into things right away. Give us your assessment on the markets. I'm going to bring up right now what I have for, I don't know why it's not coming up. So give me a second, because I'm just getting used to using this here. Oh, I know why. I got to bring this up too. Okay, there we go. All right, now I got it. All right, tell us about your assessment of what's going on with the markets. Do you think we eclipsed all-time high yesterday, or was it close but no cigar?
No, I don't got us eclipsing that all-time high. I really wanted. I think it was like 73. And I can't remember the exact number that happened in March, but I don't care about touching it. I don't care about tapping it. I want to blow past it, hold it, slap it around a little bit, flip it, slap it, do all that, and then
flip it and reverse it, right?
Rip it and reverse it, man. So that's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not getting excited yet. I'm getting a little bit excited, but I'm not getting too excited, not yet, man. We still got a whole nother week of volatility, and then we might get the oopsie doopsie next week. People are not talking about that, man. So we got to be alert.
What's the oopsie doopsie?
Hey, November 5th, man. If it don't happen if it don't happen the way the crypto bros want it to happen short term, we might see a little reversal, man. So be careful, man. Never know what these people got up their sleeve, man.
I don't think Trump is going to win. I mean, I think he's going to win, but I don't think they're gonna rig it, man. I personally think. What's your take?
It's tough, man. It's super tough right now. If you look at the betting, I don't know what to go off of. The betting markets, it's like we up 50 with, it's up 50 in the fourth quarter. But you look at the regular polls, and then it's just like neck and neck. So, it's a toss up for me. I don't know which one to. A lot of people saying that people have money in the game, skin in the game, that's a little bit more accurate. So we'll see, man. We will see.
Yeah. Justine in the house. Memories with Mike in the building. Thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon to you as well. That's what I thought as well. Memories with Mike said. And then Caffeinated Crypto hitting him with the FD. Yeah, man. I personally, Stalin, a great, horrible, great, but great. As far as when I say great, I mean he did a lot of damage. He said the person that vote, or the people that vote, doesn't matter. It's the people that count the vote that matter. Round of applause.
Hey, man, that's crazy. It's true. They're gonna be counting, right? Like, okay, 1 for Kamala, 2 for Kamala, 2 for 3 for Kamala. They just gonna be. They can do whatever they want to do. Really, man. So
I believe
it's
so.
gonna be tough. It's tough, man.
If that scenario
it's tough times.
pans out, yeah. If it pans out that way, where Kamala is in, I think we do get a pullback. But after the pullback, probably another. Depending on if we have civil unrest, if things get really out of control, then no, we don't get a rip after the pullback. No time soon. What's your scenario? Give us both scenarios: a Kamala win and a Trump win. Because I think you kind of gave me a Kamala win.
Yeah. Well, a Trump win, I think we pass all-time highs considerably fast. Probably that week. I think the Wednesday, I think it's not going, like, the votes probably not going to tally out to like Thursday morning. They're gonna be like, oh, we got to recount and do all. It's gonna be something to go on where it's gonna be drawn out along.
Maricopa in Arizona said they need 2 weeks, guys.
See, yeah, man.
to count.
Come on, man. So who knows how long it's gonna take to get the official winner? But once we do get the official winner, I think if Kamala wins, we'll get a short pullback, and then I think we'll continue the rally. Midterm, short term, we'll get a pullback. Trump, if he wins, I think it's going to be a huge rally at first, and then it's going to kind of die down and then kind of find its equilibrium. It's going to find its equilibrium either way, but I think like super short term, it'll be one way or the other.
Okay, so I'm going to have your screen come up and go ahead and give the people your TA on what's going on in the markets, and I'll be right back.
Cool. So I'm really looking at Ethereum right now. I like the way Ethereum is looking right now. We're testing this $2,700 area right here. So this is basically a triple top. We came here at the end of September. Well, we've been teetering around this area for like the longest. So this is a major support resistance flip. So we had it back in August. We touched it end of August, came back again in September, created a head and shoulders, dumped back down, came back up couple weeks ago. Well, this might have been last week. Dumped back down. Now we're trying to break past this $2,700 area right now. And I'm on a 4-hour time frame. I'm looking, and a lot of my oscillators and indicators are calling for a short-term reversal. We have RSI starting to curve down. We have money flow starting to curve down on the 4-hour, also on the daily time frame. So we're getting a little bit of a cool off. Ethereum has been lagging Bitcoin, but I think a Ethereum move is coming. And I do have it drawn out. Once we do flip this $2,800 level as support, I think we're going to make our way up to like 3,300 fairly quick. And then if we zoom out a little bit more, let's actually do this. We can see this channel that we've been in. Let me make it a little bit smaller. And this is what I've been looking at. A lot of people have been, taking Ethereum out of the loop. But I think like this is from June 2022. We just been in the uptrend, the bottom to the top. Bottom almost to the top, to the bottom, deviation once we got that ETF news, back to the bottom, and now we're making our way back to the top. So I'm not really too concerned. I'm not really tripping like that. We're back around the PLC for the volume profile. So I'm looking at a move to about 33 to 3,500 if we can break out of this area right here, this $2,700 area. But I think this is the major area that we need to flip. And then once we flip this, everybody's going to turn bullish again on Ethereum.
You think Ethereum it's necessary for Ethereum to get above that area for like as a signal for the rest of the market to say, okay, cool, we can move forward?
Yeah, I've actually been like I've been actually using Ethereum as my North Star a little bit. Like even if we take away just this top side of this trend, and we just keep this upper sloping trend line that we've been having since June
Yeah.
2022. I said as long as we don't breach this and come below that,
Right.
the bull market is on. Bull market is
I
on.
got
So
you.
it's been respecting this upper sloping trend line, like I said, all the way from June 22. So I'm just watching that and breaking this level right here, like I said, about 2,800 or down here will signal. I think that's when alt season is really going to start to pop off. So I do hope Ethereum is my biggest bag. So I'm not trying to talk my bag, but I've seen this story before where Ethereum lags, and then boom, gets a major rally, and then it can kick off alt
What
season.
makes you?
But,
What makes Ethereum be your biggest bag? That's interesting to hear.
because I bought it all in 2020, the end of 20 mid 2020 going into 2021. So I haven't purchased Ethereum since 2021. So it was like cheap. I got it at like 400, then I got some at like 600, then I got some more like 700-800, then on last buy I think was like 1100. So I'm still in profit. So I'm a little bit different, looking from a different scope, than everybody else right now. But that was
But
just the thing.
fundamentally, like from
Mhm.
a less price speculation and more utility
Yeah. Okay.
perspective, how do you feel about Ethereum longer term? Do
So
you think it can sustain and keep up with the Suis, the Solanas, the all these other chains of the world?
that's a good question. And back when I started buying it, Ethereum was the leader in all of that. It was the meme coins
Right.
was on Ethereum,
Right.
NFTs was on Ethereum. These other chains wasn't popping like that. So it was like, oh, Ethereum's gonna be the big dog. But now this cycle, we're seeing more and more evolution on Solana, especially when it comes to the meme coins. We see Sui starting to gain a little bit of traction. We got all type of other L1s like Avalanche was big in gaming, things like that. So it's hard for me to sell right now because I do have a price point that I do want to start selling, but I haven't been taking profits in Ethereum. I'm waiting for like back to all time, a little bit past all time highs, and I'll start scaling out. I don't have like astronomical numbers like 10, 20, 30K for Ethereum, especially not now with the market being so diluted. So I'm just looking for my price points, and then once that hits, then I can recirculate some of those profits back into some of these smaller coins. But I do hold Solana, I do hold Sui, I do hold a lot of these other L1s and a lot of these other competitors, but Ethereum has just been my biggest bag because these wasn't even like a thing really when I started buying.
John Hill says he said last week all-time highs coming for Bitcoin, Ethereum 40% plus move coming, Solana $300 coming. So that's what about a 50. What is that? Where's Solana at right now? About a 80%
so
move,
like
something
170.
like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Solana gonna easily break 300. That's a given. I think that's a given, especially once the meme coin, like we have the meme coin craze for like 2-3 weeks, then it dies down. Have it again, it dies down, and as long as Solana keeps climbing and holding those major SR levels, then it's gonna blow past those. I think 215, 212 was like the high of this cycle. So let me actually go to Solana. So
And while you do that, I'm going to show really quickly what we have for October, ladies and gentlemen. We are up 13, almost 14% for Bitcoin. All right. Now, just to keep it in some context, on average, Bitcoin does about 22% in October. So we're still not close to the average. We got some room to run, FD. If you're just looking at averages, 22%, as you guys can see down here, is the average. Of course, we can fall below or shoot above average. That's just the average. The medium, though, is 21%. So really, that's where the line in the sand weighted would be for Bitcoin. 21% in the green. We're 13, almost 14%. So still a little bit of room left, FD, to run and make some more gains on average for the month of October for Bitcoin.
Definitely, man, definitely. So hopefully we can get a nice little push. I mean, we're hovering around that 72K area. So I literally thought that we were going to hit that all-time high and get a harsh rejection, because I've seen that so many times. Once we get to all-time highs, we'll just get a massive red candle off that all-time high, but we consolidating right under it. That's a good sign for me. Consolidating right under it, creating some sort of a bullish pattern right under all-time highs and right under that support. So Solana, back to Solana though. I mean, Solana just needs to break out of this downtrend that we've been in since the top of the market in March. So hit our head here. This looks like similar to how Bitcoin was before we broke out. So Solana is just hovering around this $180, $185 level. Once we break out of that, sky's the limit for Solana. I think we'll have a short stop at around 200, 210, but after that, I think we're going to start flying for Solana. We're getting a golden cross. The 50 has crossed above the 200 for Solana. So that's another good sign. A lot of times these are lagging indicators, but Bitcoin just had a golden cross at 66K. And then it proceeded to run up to 73K. So usually these are like lagging indicators, but this time around, they're kind of precursoring what's going to happen to price. So we're just hovering around this area right here. Like I said, about 180. We break out of that for Solana. That'll be good. And then I'll be expecting cycle highs fairly soon after that.
Gotcha. So everyone, I want you to take this moment to look in the description of this video. There's a link to Bloodalytics. Go check it out. All right, round of applause. Because we're up and running on Blowfin now. Eventually we'll be up and running on the new exchange that I got my guy FD involved in, and I've actually been with them for. I go ahead and say it now. It's BYFD or BYD-Fi is what it is. BYD-Fi is the name of the exchange. It used to be called BitYard. That's when I was with them for about a year and a half. Great exchange, actually. The only reason I left because Fairdesk came with an offer I couldn't resist. I was I didn't know this until I was talking to my rep over at Fairdesk that I was like one of the first North American influencers for Fairdesk. They came out, reached out to me, and liked what I saw and joined on board about 3 years ago. But of course, you guys know they shut down. So we're now over at Blowfin, and we'll be with BYD-Fi here shortly. At the end of the week, I'll be ramping up with them. So click that link in the description and check out Bloodalytics for a month free. I gotta hook up FD with that as well, so he can check it out.
Yeah, you've been killing it, man. I've been seeing some of them trades you've been posting, man. That it's been spot on this past few weeks.
What's up with, speaking of trades, man? One of my trades went counter-cyclical to the trend so far, at least. Maybe it's I don't know, what do they call it? Canary in the coal mine, like an indication, a precursor to what's going to happen. But man, Dogecoin, I'm up 150% on a short on Dogecoin. And if we take a look really quickly, I don't know if you saw anything. Dogecoin is down like 6% for the 24-hour period. Are you following? Do you track Dogecoin at all, or not really?
Yeah, I'm all in Dogecoin right now, and I'm all in Dogecoin off of fundamental stuff. Like
Elon.
I'm predicting that, like if one side gets in, if Trump gets in, Elon is gonna have a free for all to do whatever he wants. That's when it comes to his Doge thing that he's gonna do, the Department of Government Efficiency, and nobody's talking about the X payments. He's gonna have a easy rollout for X payments, and then who knows, he might integrate Dogecoin. But if the other side wins, they're gonna put him through hell, man. So I'm just betting on the outcome, for Dogecoin, and I think once retail comes back, as I like to call them, if they come back, that's going to be one of the first ones that they flock to because it's a household name. It's up there with Bitcoin. Little do people, want to give Dogecoin its respect. You ask a normie out there, like, what you want to buy crypto? They're like, what? Bitcoin, Dogecoin? Like, those are the first two that come to mind. So I'm betting, I'm betting on that.
Yeah, Doge. I went short on Doge at 2:00 this morning, and that puppy was up 172. Now it's up about 150, but I did take 50% of the trade off right here early in the trade, and we're still in that position short. But I just thought, man, that's crazy how I don't know if you think this is a leading indicator for maybe a market pullback before heading higher, or what do you see with the rest of the markets, particularly Bitcoin? What do you see with Bitcoin going into the weekend, because we're already at Thursday or Wednesday?
So we do got some more economic data coming out. We got that. We had, like you talked about earlier, we had the ADP non-farm payroll. So then Friday we get the regular non-farm payroll number to come out. So that's going to be something that everybody's going to be watching. That's going to move the markets a little bit too. So I want to see how that number comes in because the election will be less than a week away. So I don't know if it's true or not. They might have Chef Ramsay in there cooking stuff up, but we're gonna have to see how that number comes up, and we can't be biased or emotional about it. If the number comes out good and the markets like it, then we got to trade it. We got to trade it that way and put our emotion to the side. But if we go back to Dogecoin right quick, so the move that I was looking for was a bull flag that basically played out for Dogecoin.
Oh, you have your screen ready for it?
Yep, I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, so let's get FD on deck here.
So
bada boom, bada bang.
Pull that. There we go. So we had this little consolidation pattern from this massive uptrend. So people like to do measured moves. Boom, take that. And I mean, we almost came to our target a little bit. Well, no, we hit our target at almost 18 cents. So if I was to trade that, I would have had my take profit right at that level that it started to reverse at. So I think it's just a technical move.
A take profit, measure move, take profit.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think that's just a measured move. The technicians are, coming in and taking profits from that measure move. I don't think it's anything like a precursor, but I mean, it could be. But to me, if I'm just looking at it from a technical standpoint, I just pulled that measured move and it basically perfectly hit, the top of that line that I drew for the measure move. So that's how.
Yeah, Doge down 5.5, almost 6%, 5.7% was down 6 and some change earlier today. And it makes sense when you did that measure move technical analysis why we potentially had that. Now, did can you do a measure move on some of the other charts? Maybe like Bitcoin. How are we looking on measure moves for Bitcoin?
So let me look. Let me see. I've just been looking at Bitcoin from a super zoomed out view. Let me look at it. While you do that, I'm gonna look and see if I can pull something up on the daily.
So right now, ladies and gents, we do have I'm in 7 or 8 trades right now. Here's the tester live account. So you guys can see what's going on with Bloodalytics live. Again, that Doge is up 151. But we're down on Link, ADA, XRP, up 7% on Ethereum, down 3% on BNB, and Solana, we're up 10%, and Tron, ladies and gentlemen, up 89%. That's a big trade for us right now in these streets. And I can show you visually what's going on with the Tron trade long. We are right here with the Tron. Looking good. So we went long with Tron Tuesday at 10, almost 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard. So we've been holding that position, took 50% of the profits off the table here on Tuesday as well. And we've been just riding this bad boy up. So we'll see how this pans out for us in the next coming hours. How we looking over there, FD?
Yeah, so I got a measure move. I found something on the daily. So when we made that this bull flag right under this downward sloping trend line that we had ever since the top of the market in March, I pulled it from this bottom here from October, Friday the 11th. And if we broke out, so I'll be looking at somewhere around 77, 78K if you pulled it like that.
That's excellent.
We do have, so we do have a little bit more to go.
I have.
That's what you got too?
Crazy. Yeah, but I didn't do measure moves. It was more so if I let me bring this up really quickly. So on mine, you'll have here's our all-time high level. Technically still haven't really breached it, in my opinion, but up here at 77, we got some resistance around 78, which is same damn thing, really. 78, 77 range, which is this trend line right here. So yeah, that's another 9% from here. Now, John Hill is saying that if it's a golden cup and handle like gold, then we're talking about first target 90K, and then 230, I guess, kind of short medium term. So interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
I saw a chart of gold. It was a chart of gold that looked familiar, but it was past. Excuse me, it was a past gold chart, and the chart was just a huge bull flag, and then it broke out, and then it went for like years. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Bitcoin is looking like it's giving off that same type of pattern. So it's gonna.
Mhm.
I think, man, like we always talk about short term moves and short term price action and things like that.
Mhm.
But no matter who gets in, I think the path is still inevitable. The timeline is just what we have to try to gauge if we're traders. If you're investing in Bitcoin, then I think sky's the limit. Like I'm not
Yeah.
saying 3 million in 2-3 years, but I'm not a super moon boy, but I'm a long-term bull, and I think it's gonna
Yeah.
do
Same here.
well. It's just
Definitely a
the
long
coins
term.
that's gonna follow and the coins that's going to stand the test of times is also up for question. But we know Bitcoin is gonna be here.
Right. Right. Hit that QR code. Scan that QR code, ladies and gents, for 1 month free of Blood Analytics. Again, link is also in the description below. And sign up with Blowfin. You got to click that link, that banner there, powered by, and get your account set up because you'll need that UID number before getting your 30-day trial with Blood Analytics. All right. So I wanted to take a look at you talked about this and we just briefly brought it up, but the numbers, the economic numbers. So ADP non-farm came out today. So that's everything non-farm, basically what it says, non-farm. So everything manufacturing, services sector, all of that is included in the employment change. And it was up way above forecast, 233,000 versus the forecast of 110. That's pretty interesting. Now the advanced GDP quarter to quarter came in lower than expected, 2.8%. Forecast was 3%. So it's a mixed signal or mixed bag there as far as how we should digest this. I didn't take a look at what the markets were doing, the TradFi markets, but we can take a look at that really quickly before we go to the next economic calendar event. Dow Jones is just about unch, I would say. Same with S&P, is down 0.14%. NASDAQ down 0.25%. Rust 2K is up 0.33%. And the VIX is up 4.5%, which is interesting to see. VIX elevated means a slight worry in the markets. I don't know how you want to interpret that, but yeah, things tomorrow, Thursday, we have core PCE, which we know the Fed looks at heavily. They look at that PCE number, and then you have unemployment claims coming in. These unemployment claims are from the government, so that's a bunch of bullshit. At least with ADP, FD, it's I don't want to say I trust it more because we know the government can come in and tell private companies and entities to do things as well. So I don't know, but ADP is a private company, a payroll company, and typically a little bit more accurate and less volatile on the revisions. But we'll see. And then Friday we have November 1st, non-farm employment change. That's again the government's number, ladies and gentlemen, not ADP. So I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. And then we got unemployment rate. ISM can be pretty big as well Friday. How do you see us closing out the week, FD? And how are you positioning yourself?
So I'm kind of leaning more towards bullish. If that the ADP number came out with such a beat, then the government probably gonna come back like, okay, you got that, we gonna top that, and then they're gonna probably come with something just crazy, and then the markets might rally, but I think that GDP number kind of because it rallied at first, the markets, TradFi, crypto started to get a little push, but then it started to roll over as people digested both sets of data, and so I don't think we have anything else that's to worry about on Friday. So I think the payroll number that comes in is probably going to beat, and then people will get a nice little rally. So I usually don't trade data, but I think going into the election and this number being from the government, I think it's gonna be a great number, and then people are already positioned to go long. So I think I'll get a nice little day trade or something like that, if they do come out, nice and long, nice and bullish, or the number comes out bullish. And just go from there, man. And then get ready for next week. Ride it over the weekend. And then once that Sunday, starts to come in, that Sunday close, that weekly close, start, zooming out and seeing what's going to happen within those next few days going into the election. And then formulating my theses after the election to see what happens, see who wins. And then we can, kind of figure it out what shorter term, what to do.
All right, there you go. FD White. Make sure you guys go follow him. I don't have the link right now in the description of the video, but it's just FD White Invests, plural, as you guys see right there on the screen on
Appreciate
X.
it.
Yes, sir. No, you got to jump. But we're going to wrap up anyway. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I am, let me just do this real quick in the Telegram bot to see my positions for Blood Analytics, where I'm standing right now, so you guys kind of know. I am currently 38% bullish. So mostly bearish sentiment right now. We'll see. Not a bad area to be bearish in or be short in at these high levels. We'll see what happens over the next few hours, though. But again, that's my 2 trades. Make sure you guys go follow FD, follow me, go sign up for Blood Analytics, scan that QR code right there on the screen, and we will check you guys later. Holla!
Yo, it's crypto blood. Detroit flow, screaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point. OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.